I wanted to make sure that everything was working properly, which I think the microphone is. We're working, we're good. And so I just wanted to get everything set up ahead of time, just so that I didn't fall behind on any of the things. So happy Tuesday. This is our Tuesday challenge. I believe this is the fourth time that we've been doing it. So the Tuesday challenge is one where we all meet together on Tuesdays and we pick challenges and we do all the fun things for the week. So I do have my microphone attached to my necklace right now as opposed to my little magnet situations. And that is because with the heat, it's been pulling down on my shirt. So I just decided to attach it to my Louis necklace. This necklace was made for me, for Louis. Hello to everybody. Welcome in. I just started babbling and I haven't even paid attention to anyone in the chat. Hello, Lois and Cecilia and Jan and everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Sunday. It's quite hot in the studio. I don't have AC in here yet, but I will have it put in here soon. Hello, Brenda. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. And so I'm wearing the short sleeves, and yes, it is snowing outside. I am wearing pink. This was gifted to me by Penn. Penn, thank you so much. It's very fitting for the reveal from last week. So, yeah. Very, very, very happy to be here. So, let me just take a sip of my hot coffee. Hello, Tank. Welcome in here. And I don't even have the window open because I feel like if I leave the window open, it's going to be hotter because the sun sets on this side of the house. And so it's always that afternoon sun that really gets at you. Hi, Ruthie. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. So anyway, the sun is setting on this side of the house, and so we have the most heat on this side. So I figured if I open the window, it's just gonna billow in here that hot heat, and I really don't want any of it, so it can stay outside. Hello, Auntie M and Rach and everybody. Thank you so much for being here. As you can see, I have the pink on, so we're gonna reveal last week's projects and then pick new ones for this upcoming week. And so if any of this is of interest to you, stick around, and depending on how many people actually show up to the live, will this live also qualify for a replay giveaway or not? We'll never know. So it's a new thing that I'm doing on my live streams. If we hit that magic number of 500, then it guarantees us an automatic replay giveaway. So if we don't hit it, we just roll over until the next one. No big deal. No harm, no foul, right? This past live, we did hit 500. Actually, we were almost to 600. And so the replay giveaway is that huge blue ball of Red Heart Super Saver yarn. Here it is. This one's open. The one that I'm going to be gifting is brand new, not opened. So there's like almost 3 pounds of yarn here, all in one ball. And Yarnspirations had a sale on this last year, I believe. Some ridiculous amount of money. Anyway, I bought a few of these, and because we hit over 500 viewers, I went ahead and did a replay giveaway. So be sure to check out that live. There's the things that you need to do. I'm drawing for this prize on Thursday. My midweek live is going to be on Thursday. So if you're wanting to try your hand at this, make sure that you check out the things for that. All right. That's a lot of yarn for one ball. It's huge. It's a lot of yarn. Anyway, has any of you guys seen this before? Because I know Yarnspirations did have it. I don't know if they don't have it anymore. It's been a while since I've been on their website. But I know they had like 5 colors. They had like white, black, red, and a few other colors. So anyway, be sure to check that out. I don't even know how much it costs right now. Anyway, I brought, what did I bring? Where is it? I brought paper towel to pat myself down. Woo! We're going to get through this hour, friends. We will. I brought paper towels, and I also brought a damp cloth just to, cool me down a little bit because my thermostat is reading 101 in this room. So I should have put in the air conditioner. I do have a window unit. I didn't have time. So I'd rather be a few minutes early to the live than run late. It's just kind of how I am. It's fine. Okay. Anyway, I told the members yesterday how many projects that I got completed for the week. However, I had some free time. So I went ahead and I'm not going to have you guys guess. I actually went ahead and did all three. So I've completed all three of the challenges. And just to recap, like what those challenges were. Trish says, on fire because of the blink. I know, right? I'm burning, literally. See, look how red my skin is getting. I'm literally burning. The pink is just, ugh, it's got me in a tizzy. All right, so anyway, listen. Last week's choices was a market bag, a bandana, and think pink. Do a make in pink, right? So I'm going to give it a little while before I do my reveal, but I wanted to let you guys know that I am going to be pulling our choices out of our organza bag like we did last week, okay? I have some ideas that I want to add to the bag, and I kind of wanted to just brush it up with you guys so that you guys knew before I drew, like, our 3 picks for the week. So the first one that I have in mind, which I think is pretty awesome, is create a make with a large hook. If you've been around, you guys know I like to say, big hooks, big stitches, who's this? So Sugar says she's in tears seeing me wear pink. Well, listen, I know, well, this is a special occasion. I have a Think Pink reveal, so it's very fitting for the occasion. So I promise it's very rare that you will see me in this. But for those of you guys that really, really enjoy the pink, take a picture. It's going to last you a lot longer because I'm not going to be wearing the pink. All right. So the one idea that I have for the bag is create a make with a big hook, 8mm or larger. So think big, create a make with a large hook, 8mm plus. So that's the one idea that I have. I'm going to throw that in the bag. So to flip side that, the next ticket that I'm going to put in here is think small. Create a make with a small hook. So think small. Create a make with a small hook. Smaller than 4mm. So it's got to be less than a 4mm hook. So anything up to letter F. G does not count because G is a 4mm hook. So you have your A hook, which is a 0. I think it's, so anyway, B, C, D, E, F. So think big, think small are the two ones that I wanted to add for the week. I have some other ones, but that's still big, Connie. Well, listen, it's baby steps, right? Soon we'll be making doilies. Ooh, let's make a doily. Make a doily. And you know what? Honestly, if it's already in the bag, I'm still going to add the ticket in here anyway. Because all ideas, like our yarn, are good ideas. So, and with the heat being the way that it is, guys, how awesome would it be to just get something on and off the hook? I don't know about you, but like, I'm totally all about that. You know, let's be creative, but in a way that's conducive to like the weather. Hi, Michelle. How are you? Huge hugs to you. And I see Deb and Candace and Mark. These glasses, I'm telling you, I can see the microns off of the back of the computer screen, and I'm looking at it from the front. I can see the dust particles on the walls of the next door neighbor's house from this very chair. I mean, I can literally see all the things, you know? So I glance over and I see all these wonderful folks here. Hello to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see. Hey, May, how are you? And Nicole, hello to you. You're making the new show. I'm so glad that you got that package. Some of the packages that I sent overseas have not even made it to their destination yet. I'm very thankful you got your package. Leilani says she's finally able to catch a live. Listen, I'm so thankful that you're here too. It's so good. You guys like me in glasses? Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. I'm trying to handle this whole pink. You see, I have a protective layer. You see, I put a protective layer on, guys, because listen, I mean, if you know, you know. This pink. Oof. Anyway, I have that layer on, and so we're good. I have that protective layer, and all I need, and you know what, I have them at the day job. They're latex gloves, but they're purple latex gloves. How awesome would it be for me to create and make crocheting pink yarn with purple latex gloves? I should have brought some from work. Next time. Next time, we will definitely do that. Anyway, I need to sip on this hot coffee. Yes, even in the heat, I'm still drinking hot coffee. I'm just that type of guy, you know? I'm approaching my middle ages, and we like the things that we like the way we like them, you know? I'm not saying I'm set in my ways, but if you know, you know. You know, you like what you like, and that's it. And I love my hot coffee. Okay. I have something I got to show you guys. Now, I know this isn't like our midweek live. This is the challenge. But I like having company. And a lot of the energy that you see from me is bounced off from you guys. And I kind of like that interaction. So anyway, I talked about this yarn. This was a shawl out of a gifted box. Remember all those yarns that I did? Like we did a show and share and all the things. Well, I frogged this back to about here. And I wound up putting this yarn back on the needles. Tell me why, when placing this yarn back on the needles, it actually looks worse than it did the first time. Same stitch, it's the garter stitch. It looks horrendous. And I am using the recommended hook size because I have full hanks of the same exact yarn of the project that I frogged back. I checked my gauge, I checked my tension, I checked all the things. I think it has something to do with the fact that the yarn has been sitting in that knitted position, that garter stitch position, for many, many years. And then when you go to frog it and rework it, there's a little kink in the yarn. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Anyway, I pulled the correct needle size from Stash, and I've been working it up. I actually think that this particular yarn right here, I may need to crochet, just because it's easier for me to crochet with kinked yarn than it is to knit. I'm not really seeing that stitch definition. And for those of you guys that don't knit, I'm sure you don't know what the heck I'm talking about, but like, it just looks really, really sloppy. It looks very holy, and I'm not really okay with that. So I thought about, you know, going down a size or two on my needles. I don't know, I may try that. If I go down a size or two, maybe my garter stitches will be a lot tighter and not so kinked up. Because if I just leave this hang, you can see how it's all kinked up there. So anyway, huge hello to those of you guys that are rolling in. Welcome to our Tuesday challenge. I don't even know what to call this, but it's the thing that we're doing on Tuesdays where we're picking challenges for us to do in between projects for the week. And So I guess kind of what we need to discuss now is what are we going to call this? Because this is the fourth one that we're doing. And so I figured, one, do we really have to name it? It could just be like Tuesday Live. Or if we do name it, like what could we call it? Can it be a thing that we do like over the summer where, which we've already established, we're going to do this over the summer, you know? So I was just thinking that maybe we do like, Tuesday Live, JTYA's Tuesday Challenge, you know, something like that. Maybe we can hashtag it some way, like hashtag JTYA Tuesday Challenge, something along those lines, because I really think it's awesome for us to just get these little makes on and off the hook because I feel very productive. I'll be honest with you. I got all 3 challenges done. I mean, and I feel super, super productive. So let's do that. Let's continue that, you know? Anyway. Whew. Hello, Kay and Patsy and Andrew. Hello to you. JTYA Tuesday Quickies. I like that. Hi, Tracy. Welcome in. You can hank that yarn back and give it a wash. You know what? I didn't think about that. Sorry about that. I forgot the mic. Hank it back up, put it in the wool wash, and then hang it to dry. Okay. I'll tell you what. I'll review the comments after the live and we'll pick something. Because it's the reason why I don't have a thumbnail image right now, because I wanted to put like the title of our Tuesday live, because it's not the midweek live, it's not our Sunday live. This is our little quick huddle situation where we do the challenges for the week. And, if you don't get to it, no harm, no foul. But if you have a free minute or two, maybe you can throw something on the hook, something on the needles, something small, quick, fast, fun, and easy to get you through the week. Because from what I'm hearing, this summer's going to be brutal with this heat and all the things. And yeah, so we got to keep the Crojo going, guys, right? We got to keep it going. So I don't know about you, but losing Crojo is a very real thing. And, thankfully, I haven't lost my Crojo, but it's my job as the person sitting in front of you to help prevent you from losing yours, right? So how good of a content creator would I be if, I didn't at least find a way to help prevent you from losing your Crojo? So that's kind of what these little things are all about. So anyway, hi Debbie, welcome in, and Tracy H and Kathy and Mark. Hello to all of you guys. I love the fact, okay, can we just take a moment? How many of my members are in this live right now? Right? And then on top of that, the ones who are not members, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for coming. Thank you for participating. You're just as awesome as everyone else. But I just looked, with these super focused lenses, all the green, Anyway, regardless if you're a member or not, all of you guys are welcome here. I just want you to know that. But thank you all for being here. Just make sure your notifications are turned on, so when I go live, you'll get notified, So this coffee is so good. I can't put it down, and it is so hot in here, but I can't help it. You guys ever get that way? Please tell me you guys can't hear me drink. It's a pet peeve of mine. I watch some podcasters with microphones and you can actually hear them swallow. I have to turn it down when they do that. By all means, drink your drink. But it's I can't. It's just the thing. I don't know why. You guys can't hear me drink? Okay, thank goodness. That means I can watch my live back. Elisa says Tuesday Quick Stitch. I like that one. That's really good. Laura Twisting Stitches, hello to you. And Snowy Cat, hello to you. And Lisa and Cherry. Hi, Debbie. How are you? Hopefully it's not so bad down there. Down south. Tuesday Thrillers, Arcane says. I like that too. So, so good. Hello, Michelle. You can hear it, Michelle? Oh my. That's going to keep me from watching my replay back. Oh well. It's fine. Maybe some can hear me, some can't. Hello, Ree. Thank you so much for joining the officials. Guys, we have a new official, Yarn Addict. Thank you so much. So awesome. I love it. Thank you so much. Let me go ahead and so glad you made it home from work on time. Hello, Erin. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. I know, listen, so I get it. It's summertime. Well, it's approaching summer. And I know the snowbirds. Is that a thing? Like, Kim, thank you so much for gifting the membership, Kim. That's really, really awesome. And wow, that's so, so cool. I wonder who won that gifted membership. Does it say? I'm not sure. Anyway, some crocheters, some knitters, they actually take a break during the warm weather and they only knit or crochet in like the fall, the winter, the spring. Are there any viewers that are like that? Are they called snowbirds? I'm just asking because I'm not sure what the correct term is. Is that a snowbird? It is a thing. Okay. All right. So do we have any snowbirds? Because it's my personal mission to prevent at least one snowbird from, if I can get one to just come and see the light, that crocheting and knitting can be a thing. In warmer weather, we just change our projects. We just change them up a little bit. You know, we can't give up on our craft just because it's warm outside. You know, you cannot not crochet, right, Roxy? I mean, what is a day without crochet? It's just not a day. You know, we need to have our day of crochet. You're in Delaware all year long? Me too, Kathy, right? Nowhere, Delaware. We're here. So, yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Anna. I really appreciate the super chat. Wow. She says, I love all your videos. Thank you so much. I'm approaching 1,000 videos. I'm a few shy of 1,000. But yeah, up until recently, I put out content 7 days a week. I recently came to a realization that, you know what, one, you got to take a break every now and then. Like, everything will still be there. Just breathe. Like yesterday, I didn't put out a single video. And I got to tell you, it was a very relaxing day yesterday. Just no video. I watched my favorite podcasters. I watched some Netflix. I put some things on the needles. I put some things on the hook. I lived a very normal life yesterday. And I got to tell you, I love it. It's so good. You know, now, not every day is going to be like that because listen, this channel is my baby and I got to work at it. And, you know, so one day off is good. You know, I'm very, very happy to have that day. But we can't have too many of those because we have all the things, right? So anyway, okay. So last week's challenges, right? We had 3 of them. We had Think Pink, we had the bandana, and the market bag. How many did you guys complete? Sound off in the comments. Tell me if you guys got any done. If you didn't get any done, no harm, no foul. You know what I mean? It's all for good fun anyway. Nothing too serious. What do we have? Juan, can you add flowers to the jar but no granny squares? Sure. Okay, Lamar says 1. Okay. 0. Okay. What else? Buy some lotion for protection from the pink. Oh my goodness, Val, really? I love it. Karen did 1. Okay. Aaron did 1 only. Okay. Love that. Thank you, Val, for the super chat. Okay. So not too many of you guys did any of the things. I know some of my Facebook members did some and posted them. Serena did 2. Deb did none. It's 22 degrees plus in England. I am knitting my cardigan now so that I have it ready for the cold weather. So there's no point in meeting something when you need it. Well, I'm right there with you, Sarah. 100%. 2 and 1. Jen did 1. Ruthie did 2. Val did 1. Laney did 0. And Suzanne did 2 in 1, if that's okay. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You worked on whips and got some FOs done. I have my work cut out for me, guys. I got to tell you, Thursday's podcast won't really have much content if I don't get back on them needles and the hook. I gotta get some work done. I've been doing mystery boxes and mystery bags and working on my Tuesday challenge. My other projects sat to the side, you know? All right. Hi, Mishi. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Dressed for the occasion. How many did Juan do? Guess what? Juan did all 3. I did all 3 challenges this week because, listen, Think Pink, I was going to challenge myself. We were going to do it up. I was going to do the pink, right? And then the market bag was a today make. I made it this afternoon, actually a few hours ago. So please, when you see my market bag, give me grace. I didn't actually put too much thought to it, but I did my market bag. I did my Think Pink project, and then I also did my bandana. So I am going to do my Think Pink last. All right. My Think Pink is going last. I will show you the first make first. Let me just make sure they're all here. Okay. Here's my market bag. So I made it a few hours ago. So yeah, it's my mini market bag, and I did my handles, and I did it in 2 shades of green. I did, well, I can actually show you the yarn. So we have, there it is, Concrete and Cream in the colorway Beach Glass. And the other colorway, the darker color, this is what I have left of it. It's actually called Teal. So Beach Glass and Teal. And it's my mini market bag. It's nothing, listen, I didn't reinvent the wheel here. I literally did like a solid square at the bottom, and then I went around with the windows. And then I just did my handles. And then, you see? So again, not bad for a few hour make, you know what I mean? I didn't want to come on and like not at least try, excuse me, not at least try to do all 3. So yes, this one was my first one, okay? Again, I was watching my podcasters. I have my go-to ones. Like I've been watching like a lot of knitting channels as of late. Mishi Colors, right? Yeah. I actually thought of you when I was doing it. I'm like, I know she loves these colors. So yeah, I've been watching my favorite knitting podcasters. And so that's what I was doing while I was watching that. All right. So the next one, you ready for the second one? The second one is going to be my bandana. Now give me grace. I don't really do the bandanas and things. All right. I know what they look like. I pulled up some tutorials. All the bandanas that I've seen on the channel or on the YouTube streets are all for females, and clearly I'm not that. And if I'm going to wear a bandana, I need it to be like not that. So I know that sounded facetious, but you know what I mean. So anyway, I made my own bandana, and so it's all peaches and concrete. And I used a colorway called Fiesta and then red. And I'm going to put it on, but please don't make fun of me. Don't make fun of me, because I'm not a bandana wearer, if that's a thing. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely not a bandana wearer. Okay. So there it is. It's my attempt at a bandana. You know what I mean? I didn't want the foo-foo, shells and, the diamonds, and I'm just not that kind of guy. So I figured, why not do just twins in a stitch, looking like a granny, you know what I mean? And that's all I did. I did 3 stitches on either end and then twins in the stitch, but did it like a granny, you know? It's totally not me. It's not. But I did the challenge. You know what I mean? That's I look ridiculous. I look completely ridiculous. I have to take that off. I'm making a fool of myself. Anyway, but this is what it looks like when it's not on my big, huge head. So I finished it off with twins in a stitch, and then that final round there is single crochet. So I thought about doing it all in red, but then what fun is that? Blah. So I figured, why not just do some Fiesta, right? I need a Harley. Can you imagine the Coke bottle glasses with, yeah, I can't. Anyway. Now the yarn that I used for my Think Pink challenge, guys, was Caron 1 pound. You guys have seen this. I told you guys I used what's left from this. Caron 1 pound, this is rose, I believe. This is all I had left of all that yarn, okay? And then I used this color, and this color here is called pink. It's Mainstays anti-pilling acrylic yarn. You get this at Walmart for like $3 and some change. And this is all I have left from 2 balls, or 2 skeins, or skeins. So this is what's left of the second skein. All right? All right. Please don't laugh. You guys know how I feel about this pink. Anyway, it's a twofer. I made 2 pieces. It was so nice I had to do 2. So here's the first one. I can't believe I'm putting this on. All right, you ready? So here's the first one. Take a picture. It's probably the last time you're ever going to see me wear pink like this. So we have this here, right? And see, now you guys see why I wore the shirt. And here's the other piece. So there it is. Take a picture. It's going to last you a long time. So I'm posing for you guys. All right. Just take it all in. We'll talk about it in a minute. All right. So there you have it. Okay, now I get to take it all off. Am I good to take it off? Yes? Okay. Oh, my goodness gracious. It's 101 in this room. Woo! Sweet cheese and crackers. Okay, so let's talk about the project. So I used both yarns, and I did a corner to corner infinity scarf. I have a tutorial for this on my channel, guys. If you're interested in making this, I did it with Premier Puzzle yarn. So just type in JTYA infinity scarf and it will come up. I did it with Premier Puzzle. Okay. And I just did 20 rows of the anti-pilling and then 4 rows of the rose, and I repeated that 4 times. There's 100 rows on this, and there you have it. And then as for this I just literally threw it on the hook, no rhyme, no reason. I was in the middle of making my I almost said the name. I created a baby blanket using a stitch that I played with, and I made a beanie with it. I'll give you a close-up of the stitch. That's what the stitch looks like. And so I just did multiple repeats of that. Oh, Julie, thank you so much for becoming a fellow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome to the fellow yarn addicts. So yeah, there it is. And I did not sew in a single end. Look. That's how much I love the pink. I didn't sew a single one in. We're leaving it like that. It's part of the charm of this. So every single color change, we have a little fringe. It's called micro fringe. You cut it and you just leave it. And if anyone asks, you tell them it's intentional. It's called micro fringe. Micro fringe. So anyway, those are my 3. So good. Oh, thank you so much, Kimmy. I appreciate that. She says, Juan, you're the greatest. So are you. Thank you so much. Okay, who else likes micro fringe? I know I do. I'll take micro fringe over sewing in pink ends any day of the week. I promise you that. Just saying. No thank you to the pink ends. I'll sew in other ends of any other color. But when it comes to the pink end, okay, so one of the members of my channel, Kendall, I'm about to call you out. So we were on a Zoom yesterday and she got up and she spoke about how unfair I am to the pink. And it is true. I am biased. I don't really care for the pink. However, I do my best. You know, it's all in good fun. So to Kendall, hopefully I did you proud. Hopefully you can snap a picture. You know, I had you in my mind while I was making this. So, yeah, there's that. Hello, Shay. Welcome in. And anyone else that I missed? Hi, Bon Bon. Okay, so the other part of what we have to do today is we need to pick our new challenges for the week. Now, before I pick anything, I kind of got to tell you guys all the things. There she is, Bon Bon. Hi, so glad to see you. Okay, so does anybody have anything that they would like to put into the bag? You are wearing the same color pink as the baby dress I'm finishing. You actually look good in that color. Yvette, no, don't say that. People are going to be like, Juan, you should wear that pink that you did that one live on that Tuesday, the Think Pink Challenge. You know that pink you need to wear. I call this Barbie pink. Ugh. I'm not tan enough yet. The summer's just getting started. So anyway, is Kendall here? Did she hear me talking about her? I see Kendall's name. Did I miss her? If not, Kendall, catch the replay. I'm talking about you. Anyway, okay. Anne says Barbie won. Oh my. It looks like bubblegum pink. Yes. Like double bubble. Is that how you say it? Is it double bubble? Double trouble bubble? It's something like that. You guys know what I'm talking about. All right. So hello, Samantha. Welcome in. I forgot I have to say hello to you every time you're here. And hi, Tracy. Welcome in. And Linda, did you buy that shirt purposely for this live? No, Linda. This was gifted to me by Penn. So Penn is right here in the chat. Juan, you should embrace the pink because you really look great in it. Not yet. I have farmer's arms. I need to get the tan back in my arms, and then I might entertain the idea. We'll see. The weather's just starting to get warm. I'm going to go outside and hug more trees this summer than last year. Maybe touch some grass. Maybe go down to Rehoboth or something. Go to the beach. Yes, once I have some sun. Maybe. We'll see. All right, so weekly challenge. Crochet an eyeglass holder. Okay. Eyeglass holder. What else? Anybody have any ideas that they would like to contribute for the organza bag before we draw our choices? Thank you, Tracy. A neon make. That's a great one. A neon make. I do love neon colors. Neon Meek. Okay, Barbie Wan Kenobi. Oh my, I love it. An eye patch, that's funny, Rach. Yes, and I'm not even going to do that one, Rach. I know why you're saying that. Oh, by the way, my eye's getting better. See? It was so bad a few days ago, guys. It's getting better. For the small hook, maybe a doily. Okay. Let's see. A hand muff made in the loopy stitch. Hand muff. Okay. I'm writing that down, putting it in the bag. Okay. I'm looking for any suggestions before I pick our choices for the week. I have water bottle holder in there around the shoulder. Okay. I'll put it in there again just in case. Water bottle holder. Okay. Valerie says a cocoon cardigan. Is that able to be done in a week? We have to think fast, fun, easy, and quick because we're picking up multiple choices. So what we're doing here is we are picking projects every Tuesday for a Tuesday challenge. For those of you guys that are new here, I have an iPad cover in here. I have a plastic bag holder, crossbody bag. I don't have that in there. Crossbody bag. Okay. Dishcloth is in there. Tapestry crochet bag. I don't have that either. Tapestry crochet bag. Blanket is in there. A tablet sleeve is in there. Lacy vest. That's a good one. Lacy vest. Okay. Thank you, Joanne, for that suggestion. Baby blanket that turns into a bag. That's a great one, too. Baby blanket / bag. Okay. Rach says a wristlet. That's a good one, too. Wristlet. Now, last week, remember, we talked about this. I was going to pick 4 choices, and we were all like, wait till next week. So, a baby hat. Okay. So, I'm picking 4 to give us more choices, you know? You don't have to do all 4. You don't have to do any of them if you don't want to. But if you have some time and you want to throw something on the hook or the needles, we're by Stitchwell here. You know, we're all the stitches. A cowl, okay. Thank you so much for that, Dora. Cowl. I was talking about chunky cow. I forget who it was. Somebody was showing me some thick yarn yesterday on the Zoom. And I'm like, we all love a good chunky cow. Hi, Rico. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Fingerless gloves. A cup cozy. Okay. Jeremy says a pillow. Okay, let me go ahead and write that down. Pillow. You did all 3, Kathy, for the first time? That's all. That's what? I spaced out. That's awesome. I stopped mid-word for some reason. A small cross body bag, Ruthie says. Okay. Small cross body bag. Okay. And guys, there is no such thing as a bad idea. We all come from different walks of life, and what we think is amazing is different from one person to the next, and so we like that. So we love all the choices. A 3D granny square. That's a great one, Patsy. 3D granny square. Okay. A bucket hat, bucket hat, bucket hat. Hello, Amber. Welcome in. Bucket. I'm putting it in there, Amber. Bucket hat. Just not 3 times on the same sheet. Let's see. A ruffle scarf. Okay. And a granny bucket hat. Oh, that's a good one. A granny bucket hat. I love the granny stitch. Granny bucket. I wonder if I can do that in a way that I could wear it and feel like cool, calm, and collected. I don't know. I'll have to think of the things. Maybe some like white 4-weight cotton and make like a boardwalk bucket hat like I did last summer, but do it in like the granny stitch. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. Ruffled scarf. Yep, I got it in there. bracelet, headband. Hello, Lessa. Welcome in. Bracelet. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to wrap up the choices now because we're a quarter of the hour. We need to pick our names and things. So many suggestions. Isn't this amazing, guys? Like, let's just take a moment and see all the ideas that we collectively have come up with here in the chat. There isn't a single thing we can't make with knitting needles and a crochet hook. I mean, I'm just saying, like, the sky is the limit to the things that we can create. That's another reason why I do these, because it helps with creativity. It helps keep our crojo, you know? So anyway, let's go ahead and do the things. So as I mentioned last week, guys, oh man, all right, Mishi, catch you later. Last week I mentioned that we're going to pick 4 just to give us some options, because we have knitters here, we have Tunisian artists here, and some of the things that we pick are very difficult in those other disciplines, and we want to be all inclusive here. So I'm going to pick 4, and you know, if you do 1, great. You know, it's just whatever you're able to do. Here's the thing. Before I pick, I got to tell you, if we pick something out of the bag that we just did, it's null and void. We're not doing it. I'm just going to choose again. And then I am going to call a veto if I don't like one of the choices. It's something I'm doing for myself. I'm not going to take a poll. If I don't like one of the choices, I'm doing a veto. Just letting you know. All right, guys. So here are all the choices. Look at all those choices. All those project ideas. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pick 4. All right. How long has this been going on? So this is the 4th one. So a month. We've been doing this for a month now, and it's going to run all summer long, or however long it runs, because we do things all year. So yeah, it's fun. All right, here we go. I do it nice and close so you can see all the things. All right, so let's just go ahead and pick one. Here's the first one. Let's open it up and take a look. Scarf. So it just says scarf. So when it's like that, the possibilities are endless. You can do a ruffled scarf. You can do a C to C, like an infinity scarf. You can do any type of scarf you would like. Okay? I actually think that's a really good one. When they're plain like that, the possibilities are endless. I'm just saying. So let me take a sip. Okay, here we go. We're picking the second one. You guys ready? This is so good. I love this. And by the way, guys, remember, this is another reason why I ask you guys, what should we do? Because all of these, it's like a collection of all the things that you guys have said. So yeah, I got to do it up here. Let's be consistent, right? I like being able to show you the whole process. All right, so there it is. I picked one. Please be good. Please be good. This one's really tight. Hold on. I think we did this one already, guys. A JTYA beanie. Did we have this one? My memory is telling me that perhaps we've had this one already. Did we do this? Can anyone tell me? I have a feeling that we've done this. Yes? Okay. So we're putting it back. We're going to redo it. We don't like repeats. You know what I should now? I'm not going to throw them away. We'll pepper them in later. All right. It was 2 weeks ago? Okay. It's still too soon. All right. You know what I should do? I should put the ones that are completed in the pickle jar. I'm going to do that. If we come across any that we've done already, we're going to put them in the pickle jar. And then on like one particular week or whatever, we can be like, let's pick from the pickle jar the ones that we've done in the past. All right, so let's go ahead and pick number 2. All right. Let me put my hand in there. All right, we're picking the next one. Here's the next one. Please be good. Please be good. I love a good challenge. Baby blanket. This next one is a baby blanket. So I like that one, baby blanket. And you guys already know I just crocheted a baby blanket. So I'm not going to use the one I just completed for this. That's, to me, that's like cheating. So if I do the challenge, I will make another baby blanket. That's me being honest Abe here. My members know that I just completed a blanket, so I couldn't have that on my conscience. So, yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and pick number 3. So I'm picking 4 this week, so let's go ahead and pick the third one. All right. Oh, I picked up 2, so I got to put everything back. Okay, here it is. A table runner. So we have a table runner. And now I'm going to pick the 4th one. Here we go. Hi, Brian. Welcome in. So glad to see you here. All right. Let's go ahead and pick the 4th one. Okay, so we've already done this one, bandana. So that's going in the pickle jar. We got to pick the 4th one again. Like we literally just did that one. So please be a good one. Okay, here it is. We have the 4th one here. What is this? I feel like we did this one. The mandala with the 4-weight cotton. I believe we did this. So I'm putting that back. We'll come across one that we haven't picked yet. There's all these choices in here, and I'm picking the ones that have already been picked. All right, here. Here we go. Please be good. It's like my little good luck charm, just telling it, please be good. Purple monochromatic 4-weight. We've done this one, right? 2 weeks ago? Or 3 weeks ago. One of the weeks we've done an all purple project. I remember this. We've done this one. My hands are a magnet to the ones that we've already completed. We need to have, okay. From now on, the finished ones will go into the pickle jar and not come in here. This is the no-fly zone for the ones that have already been done. All right, so here it is. So, oh boy. Okay, so this challenge right here, it says, think small, create a make with a small hook, less than a 4mm hook. So, if you're a knitter, smaller than 4mm. Tunisian, smaller than 4. So think small, create a make with a small hook, less than 4mm. So let's recap the challenges. So for this week's challenge, I challenge you all, I am challenging you all to try at least one. If you get more than one done, great. But if you can't, that's fine too. Just come and watch us do all the things. So the first one is a scarf. Because it says scarf, you can literally make it however you want. You can do like a lacy scarf, you can do an infinity scarf, you can do like a triangle scarf, like a hug, whatever you want. I have tons of tutorials on my channel for things like this. So there's scarf. The next one is, I'm a fish out of water. I've never made a table runner before, so I may challenge myself on this one. So a table runner. I've never made one of these before, but I have recipes. I have tons of vintage recipes. I can dig through my books and find one that perhaps we haven't seen in like 30 years and make one. Or type, table runner tutorial on YouTube. I'm sure one of our favorite podcasters or channels have something on the YouTube streets for us to watch. And who knows, it may inspire me to create something. I don't know. Next, we have baby blankets. So we have baby blankets, and I'm just going to reiterate, I've just crocheted a baby blanket, but I'm not using that as the challenge because that's actually for a tutorial that's coming up. So I'm going to create another baby blanket. I may be inspired to create a new stitch pattern situation. So baby blankets. And last but not least, think small. Create a make with a small hook less than 4 millimeters. So if you knit or crochet or Tunisian, whatever, less than 4 millimeters. Okay? It doesn't say how big your project needs to be. So you can totally make a doily if a doily is your jam, or you can make one of these situations right here. By the way, Mishi sent me this last year. I still have it. And it's cotton, and I don't know what size hook she used, but I can guarantee you it's somewhere close to a 4. But yeah, you can do amigurumi. I did Sasha with a 3.5 millimeter crochet hook. You saw how big she was. It took me a month to do it, but Sasha was made with a 3.5 millimeter hook. So those are the challenges for the week, guys. I really hope that, these choices inspire you. And if you're not already a member of the Facebook group, feel free to click on over, answer a few questions, and join. Because as we make these, I see that you guys share them in the group, and it's all about supporting each other. And also, there's the community thing on my channel. So if you create your make, go ahead and post it on my community page on my channel. I would absolutely love to see your make. Yeah, it may inspire other people to be creative, and that's what it's all about, right? Especially in this heat, at least where I live. It is super, super hot here in Nowhere, Delaware. I am cooking. So what I need to do is get the AC put on in here, which I will do eventually. But anyway, guys, a couple of reminders before we wrap up. My midweek live is Thursday. And I gotta tell you guys, Thursday is going to be the day. Thursday is the day. Let me just click on this to be sure. Thursday is the day where I am doing my 50K celebration giveaway. I've been putting positive comments in another jar, and I'm going to randomly choose people out of that jar, and I'm going to read their comments, and those are going to be the winners. Now, you have to make sure that you're publicly subscribed to the channel, which I will do as, if you're in the jar, that means you're publicly subscribed. I did my checks. But I'm going to be picking all the prizes come Thursday. So if you're able to make it, please go ahead and make sure to be here for that. Okay? Also, too, I am going to tell you, this is the first blab of it all, that on my Sunday live, this very next Sunday live that's coming up, that's going to be June the 29th. That is going to be the Sunday where you're going to have to tell me what you would do with the share yarn and what you would do with the misfit yarns. So all of the yarns that are up for shares and misfits for the month of June are going to be discussed on the Sunday live. Now, I'll talk about this again, but I'm putting it in your ear now so that it's there. So this Thursday, we're doing the 50K celebration. I'm actually going to be drawing names and things out of a pickle jar. I mentioned it a few times. Make sure to leave positive comments in my videos. It doesn't matter what video. You can do any of them. Anytime anyone leaves a comment, it goes into the studio, and we content creators get to see all of the comments as they come in. So if I see something positive, I jot it down, I put it in the jar after checking to make sure that you're publicly subscribed, okay? And for those of you guys that don't know how to set it to public, all you do is you go to your settings and make sure that your subscriptions are set to public. That's it. And then, you know, we get a little notification next to your name that you're publicly subscribed. Anyway, Saturday night date night is still a thing. I just needed to take a Saturday off, you know, to go do humanly things. So as it stands right now, Saturday night date night is still a thing. So the 28th of June, we're still going to do Saturday night date night. Okay. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. You guys have the challenges. I will post in the community tab or in the post tab what the challenges are. So hopefully you had some fun this hour, and I can tell you for sure I did. So until the next time, guys, have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday, and I'll see you on the next live. Bye, guys. Bye.